Here's some resources for you guys to write down. I am a Mashable fangirl to the extreme. I even applied to a conference but didn't get accepted because I'm not big enough yet. Mashable.com, they have several different content wells that you can read about. If you're big into Apple, they have a whole section about Apple, social media, they've got that, and so on and so forth. MediaBistro.com and Pointer.org, you guys probably know about those. Those are great resources, and they've kind of broken off into different blogs on both of those sites with a lot of social media, great social media commentary. HuffingtonPost.com. A lot of people don't like HuffPo because they basically use slave labor to drive their content, but they are really, really good at doing social media, and they're really, really good at doing engagement on their own website in the comments. Take a look at how they do their comments, and you'll see that they give little badges to people based on how active they are and that sort of thing. It's really neat. It's almost kind of Foursquare-like. If you're on Twitter, look up these accounts: WJChat, SPJ Chat, Journ Chat, Pub Media, and Pound Blog Chat. These are all different chats that take place at different times of the week. They'll ask questions and everyone chimes in. It's a great way to get to know online journalists from all over the country. And for TV news, for those of you in broadcast, LostRemote.com is a wonderful, wonderful website about the transition from broadcast to digital. So those are just some of my favorite stuff. Now, I'd like to show you guys some good examples of some news organizations that are doing things well. I don't think I'm on Wi-Fi yet. Does anyone have the Wi-Fi password?
I think it's open.
I didn't need a password.
Oh, but I think I did. Here we go. No, it's on. Highland? Or
Highland Conference Center.
Ah, here's the yellow. Eco oil spill. Okay, this is part of my. Okay. Oh no, I don't want you, Firefox. Go away. Twitter better not be down right now. Okay. Yes, that's what I meant. Okay, so this is a good example of a really well-run Twitter account. This is the Austin American Statesman out of Austin, Texas. Obviously a very techie town, very forward-thinking. A lot of these social media startups are based there, so they have very close relationships with a lot of them. Their background picture, for those of you guys who don't know much about Austin, there's a bridge going over the river there, actually right next to the Statesman building, where bats come out every night at dusk and fly around and stuff, so it's like a big tourist thing. So that explains the background. And the thing that I like about the Statesman, if you look over at this bio, it says, Austin News and Entertainment, brought to you by Rob Quigg during the day and Myra LG at night. That's what I really like about it, is you know who's running the account. It's not just like some, who is this, sort of thing. They say, this is who's here, this is who's tweeting, and we are the representatives of the Statesman. Rob Quigley is a really good guy to follow on Twitter. He's got a really good website too on emerging social media. It's called Old Media New Tricks. And he runs with another guy. A lot of really great ideas. Actually, the Statesman partnered with Gowalla like a year ago before anyone even heard of it. But of course, they're based there in Austin, so that's the advantage. But as you can see, they've got 32,000 followers, which is a pretty high amount for a news organization. Another one that I like is the Colonel Tribune. He's a little character that the Chicago Tribune made up. They do have a regular Chicago Tribune Twitter feed that just runs on an RSS feed. But they also have Colonel Tribune, who gives some personality to the news and will interact with people. I have no idea who Colonel Tribune is, but I like talking to him. And you see, it says, the Colonel knows Chicago. He is also a more gentlemanly version of Chicago Tribune. And his hat, if you can't see, is actually like newspaper.
How many followers does that?
He's got 829,000 followers. So that's evidence that developing a personality works. Another one here in our region that I like is the AJC. They don't just tweet the headline, they actually give it a bit of a social media spin a lot of times. And it's interesting stuff. Look at the second one. Would knowing the number of calories really stop you from ordering that lasagna at Olive Garden? I don't know, maybe not, I don't know. They get you, it's like stuff that everyone can relate to. They kind of give it that bent and get you clicking on it. What else do I have? Oh, Miami Herald. Let's take a look at them. I wanted to give you guys some examples from within Region 3. Theirs is a little more dry, but again, 36,000 followers. I'm not doing too badly. Just very well branded, little boring maybe, but still doing well. And I got a couple Facebook examples I wanted to show you. WKRG is the CBS affiliate in Mobile. And they've got, you see here, 45,823 fans, which for a TV station is really phenomenal. The TV stations, unfortunately, their fan bases are splintered, right? Because there's 3 or 4 in every city in most cases. So their numbers are not usually as high. But they have done a lot of on-air promotion. Oh, and by the way, giving away iPads. So promotions can work, but do keep in mind that there's a lot of legalities with doing promotions via Facebook. You have to read all the fine print and know how you're doing it. You can't just directly promote something and give it away on Facebook. You have to set up a page on your site for people to actually sign up and that sort of thing. Something else they've already done, they've also done at WKRG, but I'm working with our journalists here at Alabama at the newspapers, is they've set up, you can see here, fan pages for every single one of their news personalities. And let's see. They also have an anchor here, Lauren, who is their sort of social media person, right? She, as you can see with her huge Facebook thing there, so she does a lot of their Facebooking on air and that sort of thing. She's a little younger, kind of just gets it, right? So that's a really cool idea to kind of have a Facebook or Twitter ambassador for your organization who is already good at it. And see, just she herself already has more than 1,000 fans. And then you can click around and you can see that 652 fans for this guy. He's not doing as good of a job. This guy, 783. And see this, look, this guy's a little older. He's probably one of the lead anchors, but he still has almost 1,000 fans. And regardless of whether he knows about Facebook or not, someone is keeping up this page for him. So, don't let, a Facebook disability keep you from launching something for people who are well known at your news organization. Do it for them. So that's a really good example. And then I also wanted to show off something that I help oversee, although I can't take credit for the entire idea. This is more of a concept Facebook fan page. This is Save the Gulf of Mexico. This is something that we started just about a year ago, within less than a week after the oil well explosion in the Gulf. And we used search engine optimization to find out what would be the best name for this page. What were people searching for on Google that they were searching for on Facebook that they were looking to find that didn't exist yet? And this was it. So we launched Save the Gulf of Mexico, and luckily, our company also owns GulfLive.com, which is the Pascagoula, Mississippi newspaper. And our company also owns NOLA.com, which is the New Orleans Times-Picayune, and their partner website. So we partnered up all together and began feeding content to this page. And I still don't know exactly how it happened, but we got at our peak, we're at about, I think, 118,000 fans. We're down to 115,000 now. And this is almost a year later, and people are still wanting to know what's happening, and there's still a lot happening. It's just when you're, watching national ABC News, they're talking about Japan and Libya. They're not talking about the Gulf oil spill anymore, but people still care about it. So we've been keeping this up. Actually, I scheduled this story, this very top one through Hootsuite, and it went up an hour ago, and it's already got 12 likes and 4 comments. I put up another one a few days ago here with a quote from Lucy Buffett, Jimmy Buffett's sister. She owns Lulu's, a huge restaurant down in Gulf Shores. And she said, "I'm not really political, but this is a no-brainer for me. This is manners 101. You mess up something, you go clean it up." And everyone loved that, and it got 138 likes and 21 comments within just a couple hours. So if there is a big breaking, news, something that happens in your area, and you think you can hop on that, use Google and use Facebook to research what could work and what your news organization could get behind as a concept, and a well of content, so to speak. So this has been really successful for us, and it's something we're really proud of. It actually led to the very first iPhone app for our company for Save the Gulf content, so we were really excited about that. So that's pretty much it. I really, at this point, I don't want to keep talking. I want to hear questions and help you guys get started on whatever it is you want to get started on. So let me know what you have questions about. Don't be shy. Yes.